Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Edwin here, the Comic Jabroni, coming at you again with another edition of New Comic Book Wednesday haul. Today is the 6th of June. I was able to go by my local comic shop like I always do every Wednesday and pick up books that I was actually really looking forward to. Some Batman Justice League came out this week. Another Turtles came out this week. So I'm going to get into that. Also at the end, I'm going to show you few pickups that I made on a LetGo app. On the LetGo app, I was able to find a gentleman that was selling some of his collection off, and we met up at a local gas station. He let me go through some of the long boxes he had, and I picked out a few things. Nothing major, just some nice covers that I liked, some stuff that I didn't have. So I wanted them in my personal collection, and at the price he was selling them for, I really couldn't pass up the deal. As you guys know, I like to showcase some of my graded books. So this week, on the right-hand side, I've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 44. That's a first printing, the A cover. That's a key issue, significant book in the Turtles lore because it is the death of Donatello. Really awesome fight scene between him and Rocksteady and Bebop, and they smash. They're able to smash his shell, and by the end of the issue, you know, all the Turtles plus Master Splinter are kind of sitting around in a circle with Donatello, dead in Splinter's lap. So it's a really awesome book. I think I have probably 3 or 4 copies of it, plus the B cover and a couple other the variants. So love that book. And then on the left-hand side, I've got this Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe number 4. This is the 4th part in the 4-part miniseries. Came out a few years ago, 2012. Out of the 4 covers, this is my favorite cover. Showing Deadpool. Got Punisher down there, all tied up. Got the sword at his throat. I think out of all 4 covers, that's the best cover. Not all of them graded super high. I think I got 2 9.2s, a 9.8, and a 9.6, but doesn't matter. I'm not a Deadpool fan, like I said, but I love this version of Deadpool, where he's not a joking guy. He's just going out there to kill. Anyway, so let's get started. As always, I'm going to start with the independent books that I got, and this week it was only one book that I picked up that was independent. It was IDW. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 83. This is the retailer incentive variant, which, like I told you guys from my other videos, when Turtle books come out every month, I'm always shooting for the ratio incentive variant. This is the C cover. This is just a continuation of the story with Rat King taking over New York City, a rat infestation. He has taken over the minds of the children in New York City, and the Turtles are off to try to find a solution to that problem. Good book. I love me some Ninja Turtles. Have since the 80s. So every month this is a definite pull on my list. Moving on to Marvel. Not much going on in the Marvel world this week. As you know, I don't really pick up too much Marvel, but this week I did get Infinity Countdown number 4. This is a key issue. There's a first appearance in this, where a cameo appearance of a new villain. I'm not really much into this Infinity Countdown. I have picked up one other issue. I think it was Infinity Countdown number 1, and it was an Addy Granoff variant that had Captain Marvel on it. But I was watching a video yesterday, and the YouTuber was talking about this book and how you should definitely go pick this up. It's going to catch people by surprise, just like Thanos 13 did, and that Amazing Spider-Man 796. So I definitely did not want to be left behind the curve. Went and picked this one up. Second issue that I got from Marvel, picked up the Immortal Hulk number 1. This is the Alex Ross cover. It's the cover A. I think there's about 7 or 8 different covers for this. I think this is the best one, showing Hulk coming out of the graveyard. Pretty awesome story how now that the Hulk is immortal, he cannot die. They figured that out in the last run with I'm drawing a blank, guys. He comes back. He can't be killed. It's tearing him up inside. And now in this issue, I don't really want to spoil it, but he's talking in a mirror, and on one side there's Bruce Banner, on the other side there's Hulk, and Bruce Banner's saying, I'm a good guy, aren't I? Or am I bad? And then Hulk is telling him, or is it both? You know, are you good or are you bad? It's a #1, Immortal Hulk. Definitely go pick this up if you're at your comic shop. So we're going to move on to DC. DC got most of my love this week as far as picking up books. First DC book I want to show you is this Batman #1, Prelude to the Wedding, Nightwing versus Hush. You saw last week that I picked up that Robin or Damian versus Ra's al Ghul. This is a continuation. This is just moving into that Batman and Catwoman wedding. It's all really talking about who's Batman's best man gonna be. As you know, Hush is a longtime childhood friend of Bruce Wayne's, and Dick Grayson was the first Robin. So it's kind of talking about who his best man's gonna be, and how the Joker's kind of pissed off that he hasn't gotten his invitation, so he's letting all the villains, all the rogues know in Batman's world that he's getting married, and they're off to ruin this. So definitely had to get this one, Prelude to the Wedding. Next one I got is Green Lanterns, 48. I haven't really been picking up too much Green Lantern, but I know a beautiful cover when I see one, and this is definitely a nice cover with Jessica Cruz, Green Lantern, right there, front and center. Love this. Love that cover. That's a very nice cover. Next one, Batman 48. This is not a variant cover. This is the A cover for Batman. I'm usually a B cover guy, but this one had the Joker on it, and I knew I had to have it. I love the Joker. I love any time that he's in a Batman book, and I always try to find those. This is as well going into the Batman Catwoman wedding. Joker and Batman have a fight in a church. This book right here just shows you how crazy Joker is. He has these hostages, and he's talking about, oh, I need to get a hostage because Batman's gonna punch me in the face if I don't have a hostage. So he gets a hostage, has the gun to his head, telling Batman, don't you move one more inch or I'll shoot him right in the, and as soon as he's saying I'll shoot him in the head, boom, he shoots the guy in the head. And then he takes himself as a hostage and points the gun to his head. It's a great book. It just perfectly reflects how nuts Joker is. And by the end of it, he asked Batman, am I your best man? So the dude is crazy. The next two books that I got two more to show you for New Comic Book Wednesday. These are my favorite covers of the week. First is going to be the Justice League #1. This is a variant cover. This is a Jim Lee cover. Got Batman right there, front and center. Anytime Jim Lee draws a Batman cover, it is super hot. People are always out there trying to get them. So, saw this, definitely had to have it. Justice League, this is going off of, this is after that Justice League No Justice story from the last 4 weeks. This is picking up with the whole new Justice League team, and how Lex Luthor is actually trying to create a whole new, an Injustice gang or a Doom gang. It's really good read. And my cover of the week, that's Deathstroke 32, the Francisco Mattina cover. This story has been the Deathstroke versus Batman, and how somebody left some paperwork after one of Deathstroke's fights that showed that he is the actual father of Damian, Robin. And now Batman and him are fighting, trying to figure out who left this. And Deathstroke and Batman both know that it's just planted. It's planted evidence. It's not real, but they're trying to figure out who's done it, who's planted this evidence. So if you can go to your comic shop and you can find this cover, which is, I doubt it's going to be easy to find. I think there's going to be a lot of people out there looking for it. All these Deathstroke Mattina covers, they've been beautiful covers. So if you get a chance to, go pick this one up. So anyway, that's the end of my new comic book day pickups. I did want to show off that LetGo app haul. I'm just gonna run through them really fast. These first two are Silver Age books. They're pretty beat, but knowing Silver Age, I definitely had to grab them. This is Sergeant Furious Howling Commandos, number 47. For those that don't know, you can tell a Silver Age book by the price tag on them. That 12-cent price tag, that's a dead giveaway for a Silver Age. And I'm gonna pull this in closer so you can see. You can tell on the edge. I mean, it's pretty beat up. It's got some chipping, but it's a Silver Age. It's a Silver Age book. Sergeant Fury. I wanted to have it in my collection. Here's another one for you. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos, number 36. Nothing key about him, but the guy was practically giving them away. I couldn't just let him stay in that long box getting destroyed even more. Moving on, got this What If Captain America Hadn't Vanished During World War II. This is What If number 5. I'm a fan of these What If books where they talk about, in the comic book world that we know, Captain America vanished, before the end of World War II. He got frozen in ice, and then years and years later, he got thawed out and became an Avenger. Well, this is a world where he never got frozen in ice. He was saved, and what happens? Love the concept of these what ifs. This next one is, what if Spider-Man had never become a crime fighter? Again, in our world, we know Spider-Man as a crime fighter. With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben dies. That's why he becomes what he is. Well, in this one, instead of that robber getting past him and killing Uncle Ben, he stops the robber. But Spider-Man does it to become like a movie star. So, good book. Anything Spider-Man, I'll pick it up if it's at a good price, and it was. Here's another What If. This is What If 62, Wolverine Battled Weapon X. Picked up this X-Men Annual number 6. This is one of those covers that goes right along with that Uncanny X-Men 136 that I have, and that Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, where it's always one hero holding somebody else and they're crying. This one, Storm is more laughing than crying, but you get the point. Picked up Defenders number 119. Not a key issue for Defenders, but I dug that cover. Got a Micronauts Annual number 1. Moving on to the DC, the only DC book I grabbed from him. This is Batwoman number 1 from the New 52. This is a first print. As I've shown you before, I've got a second print of it, but now I've got a first print. It's always nice. These New 52 number 1s, they're kind of sought after. They go for more than cover price, so definitely had to grab that. Grabbed the Savage Dragon number 1. This is the first appearance. First cover appearance, Savage Dragon. It's an image book. I've never been a big Savage Dragon fan. I do have some books of Savage Dragon in my collection, but this is the first time I've ever picked up a number 1. And the best book of them all, guys. Legends of Dark Claw, number 1. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but back in the 90s, they did a mixture of Marvel and DC characters. They had a Marvel versus DC, comic line where they were one hero or one villain from Marvel, one hero, one villain from DC. They would fight each other. Well, after that was finished, they combined. That's why it's called amalgam. They amalgamated. They made them all together and created all brand new heroes and villains. So this, as you can tell, is a mixture of Wolverine and Batman. And I want to say that out of all the mixtures they did, this is probably the one that's worth any type of money. And what I mean by that is it might be a $5 book or maybe $10 book. Everything else you can find in your 50 cent to $1 bins because they're not worth a damn. But this one right here, Batman, Wolverine, both two beloved heroes, two beloved comic characters. They mix them together. The story is but it's a pretty dope cover. So anyways, guys, that's what I picked up this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thanks for all the comments. I'm always going on there and commenting back. Make sure to hit subscribe if this is the first time you've watched any of my videos. I'm dropping videos every week, like I said, at least one a week. If I do a nice big comic book pickup throughout the week, I'll make a video and I'll upload that. Make sure to hit the like button. Write me a comment. I'm always commenting back. Anyways, guys, take it easy. This has been Edwin the Comic Jabroni. See ya next time.